Namaskar. I Shambhavi welcome you all to your channel Galactic Echoes. So let's start exploring the wisdom of Vedic astrology. So today we are starting a series of the D1 rising in your chart. So we'll be discussing all the way from Aries to the Pisces, how these risings affect your life and how these are the foundation of your life. We'll try to understand it because n number of people on the earth, they have Aries rising or let's say Virgo rising, but all of their lives are different. All of the energies which are being manifested by all the 9 planets and the 12 signs and the 27 nakshatras is very much different. But the thing is, what we have to understand is that the basic concept, the core of any chart which is Aries rising will be similar in all of the cases. So we'll try to figure it out today. We'll assess that basic foundation in our chart starting from the Aries rising. So this video will be for the Aries rising in the D1 chart, and from today onwards we'll be dropping all the D1 rising one by one every day. So let's start the video. So when you have an Aries rising in your D1 chart, your first house is all about that fiery, bold Aries energy because Mars is the ruler of this Aries sign. So you come across as a confident, direct and ready to jump into action kind of personality. You are very much energetic, but this would change if your Saturn is placed in the first house, meaning a debilitated Saturn in the first house will change this thing. Your second house falls in the Taurus sign, so you value stability with money and possessions. You are a little stubborn about sticking to what feels safe. You don't want to chase risks. The third house, it is the Gemini sign falls here, making you naturally curious and chatty. You love learning, sharing ideas and connecting with your siblings or neighbors. You don't want to have that communication gap with your third house. The fourth house, being ruled by Moon, means home and family life is deeply emotional for you. You might crave a cozy, nurturing space to recharge. Your mother, she is that motivating spirit in your life, and she is also very caring and nurturing. She might be also homemaker. The fifth house, here Leo sign falls, and it amps up your creative flair. You love being in the spotlight, whether through hobbies, romance, or playful self-expression. And you also want your children to be into a kind of a creative activity, like which has the qualities of the sun. The sixth house, here Virgo sign falls, so your daily routines and your health matter a lot to you. You are practical, you are detail oriented, and maybe even a perfectionist at work. You are bounded by the timetable and you follow it rigorously. If Mercury is good placed, it is well placed in your chart. The seventh house, here Libra sign falls, and it pushes you to seek balances in partnerships. You are drawn to harmony in relationships. You might struggle with people pleasing behavior sometimes if Venus is not well placed, but if it is well placed, bring that balancing in all the partnerships and also in your marriage. Scorpio is the sign which falls in the 8th house of yours, and it makes you intense about shared resources, intimacy or transformation also. You dig deep into life's mysteries, occult, mysticism, astrology also. You have that exuberance in you for that Martian qualities which are related to the 8th house, which is basically occult and research also, AI also, artificial intelligence also. See, all these things, they are, they charge you up from inside. The 9th house in Sagittarius gives you a love for adventure, philosophy or travel also. You are optimistic and always chasing bigger truths, bigger ideology, and maybe if your Jupiter is not well placed, this suggests that you vouch for some unconventional ideologies also. Capricorn in the 10th house shapes your career and public image. You are very much ambitious, you are very much disciplined and maybe a bit traditional about success, that hard work will be equal to the gains. This is some sort of ideology which you have developed over time. The 11th house in Aquarius makes you a natural with friends and groups. It makes you natural. You are innovative, you value individuality, and you might rally for quirky causes. and you also respect the personal spaces of people who are in your social circle. Because of this tendency, your social circle won't shrink. Finally, the Pisces sign falls in 12th house, means your inner world is a dreamy and intuitive sort of. You might need alone time, or time in isolation to process your emotions, to connect to spirituality. But watch out for escapism. It shouldn't be led by moon and Rahu conjunction. So if you have moon and Rahu conjunction in your chart, you should not be indulging into escapism so much. Also, this 12th house, Pisces sign falls here, so the Jupiter is the lord of the 12th house. You should always look the placement of the Jupiter, because it is an important planet in your case. Why? Because it rules the 12th house, which is the Sthana house, and the 9th house, which is a Trikona house. So actually Jupiter is the planet which will either make up your chart, or it can also reduce the strength of your chart. So this is something which you should look, being an Aries ascendant. Whatever tendencies and qualities I have told to you in this video is basically related to the nature and the basic qualities you have. Like, you have this tendency or of reacting in a certain way in a certain situation, be it the second house, meaning family, supported wealth settings, or be it at your workplace. The Saturnish tendencies they display at your workplace, and the Venusian tendencies they are being displayed at your second house, also in the 7th house. So ideally what Aries is that, Aries ascendants, they are being very much related to Marakhor. Marakhor is the mountain goat which is being found in the hilly areas of India and Pakistan. So what are the instincts of that animal? That animal, that mountain goat, it has so much of resilience that it climbs that steep slopes in order to taste those nutrients which are only found at the hilltops. Now when we see as a spectator of that thing, when the mountain goat is climbing those mountains, it will look that that animal is walking in the air, but it isn't so. It is the hardest climb on the planet Earth. So what it shows is, you all Aries ascendant, you have a kind of Bear Grylls instincts. You will survive at any cost, and whatever it takes, you will achieve that goal. And what is that goal? It will be decided wherever your Mars is placed. So this is how you will decode this Aries rising in your D1 chart. So this was my understanding of the Aries rising in your D1 chart. Please do not forget to comment below what are your perspective about this topic, being an Aries ascendant in the D1 chart. And if you like this video, do not forget to like and share it with your friends and family. If you want to see such quality content regularly on this channel, do not forget to subscribe it. Also, it's a reminder that we have opened the consultations for everyone, so you can check the details in the description box for the consultations. Thank you.